Hi all, welcome to this Player of the Month November video where we're looking at the 8 early candidates guys for Player of the Month guys. Some very good shouts in there, so if you can smash likes guys we much appreciate. Sub to the channel if you're new from it, Twitter, G is a legend. All the links are down below guys for playlists on the channel and social media links. It is worth noting as well guys that the cards that I'm showing are just early pace setters that I found, and also the Player of the Month fan vote is up as well, so keep this in mind. That one is not connected to this guys, so keep this in mind when you watch the video guys. So let's jump into the 8 considerations for Player of the Month. First shout is Glyphy Sigurdsson guys. He got 2 goals and 2 assists in November in the free game. Was a real standout in the 5-4 win over Crystal Palace. Nice looking card would be an 85 rated roughly, 70 pace, 86 shot, 86 pass, 83 dribble and 71 physical. Likelihood out of 10 guys is 7 out of 10, but I've got to consider him as a good shout due to the goals and the assists, but there is a lot of other strong candidates to consider guys. Next is James Morrison guys, the least likely of the 8 candidates this month due to only scoring 2 goals, but he is a very good consideration solely because he came in from the cold at West Brom and made a big difference in this month's form for them, and honestly he deserves a consideration. While obviously he's got a likelihood of 6 out of 10 guys and with 2 goals, you'd have some nice stats, free around the 80s, and pace and physical would be okay as well. Would be a cheap Player of the Month card, but for me, with other considerations to be considered, he is probably the least likely of all options, but may just sneak in as a Player of the Month candidate nonetheless. Next is Victor Moses guys. He looks, I've kind of seen it as a shoo-in for this month, I don't know why. But he has had a phenomenal month though, to be honest. He's played a key part in the form that Chelsea have shown, and he's got 1 goal, no assists, but he has played quite a key contribution in a lot of the goals that have played a part and been very good defensively as well. He's got 2 man of the matches with I believe 1.9 and 1.8 or 8.5, so he's had some really high ratings for his match performances. He's had in form as well, which put him to an 83, and his Player of the Month card, if it was to happen again, would probably be around 85, maybe even just an 84 depending on what they kind of do for this card. I'm giving him a likelihood of 8 out of 10. I feel that it is just a couple other candidates that are just a slight tad stronger, but if he had got a second goal of the month, I would have probably put him like a 9, 9.5. I think it's just due to the lack of goals that may go against him, but the man of the match performances have stood out impressively. My next option guys is Matt Phillips of West Brom guys. For me, the early shoe-in for Player of the Month guys. He is a 9 out of 10 guys. He came in to the club since like January. This is like his first game since January, and he has absolutely blown everyone apart. He destroyed Leicester, he destroyed Burnley, and he played a key part in the whole game as well. Not so influential, but still had a very good game. And as a result, he's got 2 goals, 3 assists and 1 man of the match guys, and for me looks a very tasty card. And he's been playing as a cam for what I saw. It's like a right attacking mid, and honestly he would have a hell of a position change from a right mid to a cam. I've given him an 80 rate card because he's a 74 rated silver. I think he would get a hell of a boost up to that gold kind of rating. Be a nice boost on him. That pace would be phenomenal, and he might actually be very very expensive to get guys, so keep that in mind. But he is my early pace setter guys. Next is Diego Costa guys. He is another of the very likely options. He is currently top goal scorer in the Premier League guys with 10 goals I believe all told, but he's got 2 goals and 2 assists for the month of November. Really impressive, really stood out, and the team seem to be benefiting wholly from his kind of work ethic as it were. I've got him as an 8 out of 5, 8.5 out of 10 guys for likelihood. Probably be an 87, maybe even an 88 rated card in terms of a Player of the Month card. It's hard to say due to obviously his current inform, where they kind of play into factor, but that shooting and physical look godly guys. It's just the pace that would let him down, but see past that and you've got a very tasty Player of the Month card. Next is Pedro guys. He for me is another of the very likely candidates. He's had a phenomenal month as well. To be honest, the whole of Chelsea have been kind of like the standout team in terms of individual performances. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists as well. I've given him an 8 out of 10 for likelihood. I just feel kind of maybe Moses or even Phillips or Costa could sneak up ahead of him, but he's had a very strong month. Be an 87 rated card, guys. Really powerful stats. The shooting and passing over 85, same for the pace, dribbling's pushing to 90, and honestly it would be just verging on insanity. We had a tasty card and we'd be one on that right side that could just kind of dislodge Sterling as a player of the month option. Next option to consider, guys, is Ibrahimovic. He's had a very good month, getting 3 goals and man of the match for November. Likelihood though is a 7 out of 10, guys. Despite having a very good month from a goal return, it just for me feels like he won't get it over some other players, but from a fan perspective I know he would be kind of like a very highly desired shout. Some nice stats, so the physical would probably just be under the November card, but it'd probably be 91 rated. That'd probably be what it would go to, and it would be a nice card nonetheless to have, guys. I think if he'd got an inform it would probably be 92 and it would be an even more impressive card. But still some nice stats in him to consider, guys. So keep that in mind though, that he is an outside shout. And the last one to consider for player of the month is Sergio Aguero, guys. Could be the winner going on some form, especially since Burnley game he was very, very impressive and potentially due an inform. I've given him his 91 rated card, guys, solely because the inform would be 90. He would have 3 stats over 90, guys, and it is verging on just godly. He got 3 goals in the man of the match, the man of the match being against Burnley. 8 out of 5 out of 10, guys. He's slowly starting to find his form again, I feel, and it is a very tasty option. The physical might go to say 75 even, and they might just bump the defence down a little bit, but all in all would be a really tasty card, and for me one of the early front runners to consider for player of the month, guys. So all in all, this is the 8 shouts for player of the month, guys. Let me know in the comments down below who else could be considered for player of the month. I know there is a few options from the PFA fans, player of the month like Anichebe and Amrabat, but I feel these 8 options are the ones to mainly consider at the moment until the actual official vote is out, I believe, next week. So smash the likes, guys, comment down below, and I will catch you all later, guys, for more FIFA 17 content.